A few weeks back, I made a video about weather compensation curves and how your heat pump's flow temperature will vary with the outdoor temperature. A few people commented on that video, talking about the design temperature of a system and how lower design temperatures are better because they lead to better SCOPs. So when we design a flow temperature for a home, we're always thinking about the realities of the home itself, and we're balancing the upfront cost with the cost to run, but also the physical constraints of the space that you live in. We know in general, for example, that driving our cars more slowly is more efficient. But when we get on the motorway, we still drive 70 and not 50 because there are other factors at play. The reality of needing to get there and keeping with the flow of traffic. So the real world always imposes these sort of limitations on us that we have to factor in. We're always trying to balance what it costs up front versus what it costs to run the system. Swapping out lots of radiators, retrofitting for underfloor can cost thousands. The difference between a 50 and 35 degree flow temperature on our cozy tariff is about 10 to 15 pounds a month in the cold months. And so it takes a lot of difference in that efficiency to make up for what it would cost you up front to have that lower design temperature. In general, lower design temperatures will mean lower flow temperatures across the curve, and that will result in a higher SCOP. But it's important to think about a heat pump as part of a system, not just the unit itself. It's not a case of just being able to turn down the design temperature without thinking about other factors. One of those is the size of the radiators you need to produce the heat that a room requires. So if we were to think about a bedroom where you needed 1 kilowatt of heat, at a 50 degree design temperature, you would need about 0.6 square meters of radiator. If you were to lower that design temperature to 35 degrees, getting that same 1 kilowatt of heat out of the heat pump would require a radiator 2 to 3 times bigger. So that rectangle there in the middle represents the one I just showed you. The whole piece of paper is how much radiator you'd need at that lower design temperature. And there's just not a lot of rooms, bedrooms, living rooms, kitchens, that can take that much more radiator than what's already in there. And this is to talk about a double panel, double finned radiator. Now, are there times when we can have lower design temperatures? Absolutely. If you have a big radiative space in your home, like underfloor heating, you can often have a lower design temperature, and that will give you even better efficiency. So if you want to have a design temperature that is 45 degrees or 40 degrees, in many cases, if you have underfloor heating, that is achievable.